Where are we heading to today, Deanna?
Macedonia Brook State Park.
If you head north of Interstate 84 on State Road 7 in Connecticut, you'll notice the terrain gets more and more hilly as you go along. If you travel far enough, you may just stumble across where we're going to today, Macedonia Brook State Park.
One of the very first things we see, beautiful little stream. I have a feeling we're gonna get our exercise today. I think I failed to mention before that we're taking the blue trail.
We hiked the path that's highlighted in yellow on this map, which is the west side of the blue trail. Unfortunately, we had a misadventure that made us turn back a bit early, but I'll talk more about that later.
I think this is a 6 to 7 mile loop, this blue loop. We'll see if we actually make it that far or not. Just trying to get back in shape after this long winter. Sometimes I have to do a little rock scrambling to get up here. Kind of hard to really show you. Once you reach the top of your first little mountain or hill, you get to see this the entire time. One thing I highly recommend if you like wearing rings or if you're married, wear these little silicone rings, because when your fingers get all swollen and expanding when you're hiking, it won't cut off your circulation. So I don't know if you can see it, but I think through that trees over there, that's Cobble Mountain. That's where we plan on hiking through. I'll probably delete this if it's not correct. Ready to hike up Cobble Mountain?
All right, let's go.
All right. So it appears I was correct. We are now hiking up to the top of Cobble Mountain, because that's where we were earlier when I said, hey, it looks like there's Cobble Mountain over there. Got it right. Yes. And again, this is why we hike. It's always kind of hard to tell on video, but pretty steep through this section.
Unfortunately, that was the last bit of video we were able to take for this hike, but video is no longer important. Our dog Blaze was concerning us with his heavy panting. It was the first warm day of the season with the high of 80 degrees, and he's a large black dog. Between the warm temperatures and the lack of shade, Blaze was having trouble keeping himself cool. He drank a lot of water, but we could not find a nice shaded spot for him to rest in due to the lack of leaves in the trees. This brings me to my first disclaimer. For most of the trail we hiked, Blaze had no trouble whatsoever, but I would not recommend you taking your dog down the red boxed in portion of the blue trail that we encountered. There are 5 to 6 feet steep cliffs that aren't horrible if you are capable of scaling a small wall, but if you can't easily lift or lower your dog 6 feet, do not go this way. We made it down to these cliffs and we had to turn around and backtrack to the white trail, which is a lot more suitable for dogs, although it is also steep in some areas. My second disclaimer is to pay total attention to your dog, especially on warmer days they might not be acclimated to yet. Unfortunately, at this point in the hike, we had already reached the top of Cobble Mountain and had no quick and easy path down. Blaze was showing signs of heat stroke, and the only way to help him at this time was to get him down to the bottom of the mountain. Long story short, we got him down the mountain, and with the very much appreciated help of fellow hikers, we were able to get him to an emergency vet and get him treated. At this moment, Blaze is recovering great, but it will take him some time to fully recover. Please be very careful with your pets and know the warning signs of heat stroke. It can be a very deadly condition. Thank you.